And we are back. Back to do some lawyer things. Defend some guilty people. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or it'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Deja vu sure is a motherfucker, isn't it? They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. And it better not be a picture of your dick, either. That would be very concerning. Very troubling. Oh boy. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay like the good detective I am. While we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. Very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times. Heh, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay, well, let's do this. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There was two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. I think I might want to press him on this one, but let's see. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. I want to press him on that one. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in pink? And Pink's claim was hard evidence. What? Miss Maya isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. I know I'm supposed to be doing something here, but I don't know what. This is a really nice place, though. Nice decor. I like the flags on each side of me. I don't know why they're red, though. Interesting. Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. Sorry. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Oh boy, here we go. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was that victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Order in the court. How you like that? That's my hard evidence, and it wasn't a dick pic. It most certainly is not a dick pic. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. We're talking about people's lives. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, where it made was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed the blood test with the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. I examined the scene of the crime on my eyes. Now found written on a piece of paper next to his body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test showed that the blood was the victim's. Wait a minute, though. I don't know if I could really present. This is evidence. Can I show you this? This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in your statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Lab test results showed the blood of the victim. Okay. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Lab test showed the victim. Okay. Let me think. First time I've had to think. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Let's see. It's his contradiction. I feel like it was. Death was instantaneous. That must be it. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. Fuck, I keep fucking up names. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only one person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. That fucking clock. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Bang, bang. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. Mr. Wright? I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day of the murder? I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder. You're wrong there, pal. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. Oh, right. The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I am a pretentious prick. I really just I have a handkerchief and a fucking pink jacket. I see. That is a beautiful jacket. I quite like it. I blink quite often. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I saw. Detective Gumshoe? I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Okay. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to present its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Order. Let the witness, Miss April. Let the witness, April, may take the stand. The April witness may take the stand. The witness may take the stand in April. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Oh great, this fucking girl. Witness, your name please. April May, at your service. Wink, did her boobs just move? Like on their own? They have a mind of their own. Order. I'm not sure why her boobs moved like that. It was quite disturbing, I admit. The witness will refrain from watching winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, totally doing guilty stuff in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony. Time to find out if you're bullshitting.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. It was frog-on-frog violence. It was scary. She kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy wink. Oh, I'm not supposed to say wink out loud.
Well, Your Honor, I see. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey! How dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm fucking doing it. I'll gladly proceed with a cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know.
Hold on, I need to review my evidence. Okay. Oh, let me check this. Oh, she was still awake, though. No, that'd be PM, though, wouldn't it? 9 at night. Okay.
And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away.
And she hit her. No. There's got to be something in there somewhere. Maybe I better just press her on the facts a bit.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out my window, you know. And then I saw a woman with long black hair being...
How do you know she was the defendant?
Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I am clueless about this. I am just so innocent. So ridiculously innocent.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fay, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
Ew.
No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis, except the frog people. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say?
You mean lawyer?
That's what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May? The court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
Your testimony, again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her.
Oh boy, here we go again.
I did see everything. I did. The victim woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my reports not startle you? Tee-hee.
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please cross-examination. Please begin the cross-examination. Please begin the cross-examination. Please begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination.
I did see everything. I did. The woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did.
Yeah, I guess. Should I present you the fucking, should I show you this thing? Is this it? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order in a court. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers without these questions before. Oh, with these questions before. Yeah, you didn't catch them without them. Well, only once. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Still what I was thinking. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was so close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Oh, what? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a cock? A clock.
What? That's... because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee.
The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. You could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Fucking no. No, Your Honor, that's complete bullshit. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because...
You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not? Amateurs. Listen to me, jackass. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you look like a fucking idiot. Then I would like to propose a test to see if we really could have heard. Oh no. The prosecution denies your request, dipshit. I fucking hate you. And I don't like you either. Indeed. Objection sustained. Damn. Time to switch directions. Quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have wrong. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang because it's empty. She took the stuff out. I remember that much. The clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? There is a naked picture of Komeda in here. That's quite startling. This clock is missing its clockwork. I saw nothing. It's quite empty. No pictures of Komeda at all. Order. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is, as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. That? Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Question mark. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the cock was empty. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. I have one just like it. I got one from my dear Komeda as well. Oh, who? You have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Grumble. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you want me to hold the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you. Fuck. I feel like I should start over, but I can't now. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working. That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry.
September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel.
What?
Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon had a clock? That weapon was a clock. Just how did you know there was a cock in there?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I do.
Like an idiot, Larry made it. The witness claims she has seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Holy shit. I'm fucking high as hell. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the cock before. Made by Larry, yeah. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the other one was used to beat somebody to death.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses. Not on sale today?
Oh.
What's it to you, porcupine head?
You know, it's gonna give her a Bane voice from Batman. That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa! Her big boobs just fell down. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Tee.
Scary? Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a cock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... This is familiar territory. I'll just use the same approach as with Larry. Miss May held that very clock in her hands. Mr. Wright, when was this? When she used it to kill the frog lady. When else? Erection! Order! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Mia Fey, I say. Yesterday, down by the bay while you were eating some hay. And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix Wright. But what's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved the thinker was empty. You fucking idiot. Oh, of course it wouldn't ring. What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you could explain to the poor, misguided Mr. Wright.
He seems to have a case of the stupid.
She can't prove it. She did it.
It would be my pleasure.
No way.
Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Tee-hee. Didn't the murder take place at 9 at night? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered room service from the hotel bellboy.
Oh, is that dumbass going to be a witness now?
Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story.
Ergo, she was not at the crime scene. Rock solid. You penniless vermin. I am now Byakuya Togami. Mr. Wright. Mr. Matt, it's clear you cannot keep your accent straight. Sorry, Your Honor. That didn't go so well. But if that's the case, then how did she know the thinker was a clock? Wait. Your Honor, I figured it out. There's one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof, you say? Then, the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know the thinker was a clock? Have a look at this. That's I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Well then, I don't see how this could actually be like considered evidence since you stole it, but alright, let's keep going. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Did this defendant truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a cock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a cock is... Still have to assume that it's the same... It's this again, right? Yeah. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. It's a very cute phone. Like I said, I got one for myself and my daughter. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a cock. Am I wrong? I am. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to you lawyer? I didn't even have a chance to read that shit. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Where? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't it tippity-tapping irrelevant?
God, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Let me bang my gavel some. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? She's fucking losing it.
At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy.
Well, the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Yes, I need to call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Well, why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. Are you fucking with me? However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay. This is my condition. I just turned Australian. We are going to pretend that didn't happen. What? How can I just ignore the fact that his accent turned Australian for a second? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. Right. I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Will our dimwit attorney win after accepting the condition? Find out next time, because once again I am out of time. Jesus, I didn't know this game got so long. Here's the thing, I can save it. Alright. Alright, we'll find out what happens next time on Droid Attorney. That's it. Still blinking.